What's happening, guys? Lord Beardo, right here, right here. And that's how it feels being a choke artist up here in the Legends League. And we are pushing little beards. We are doing our best to get inside the top 200, and we cannot do it. I tweeted a photo out the first day of the season. I think we were like 178 in the top 200. One raid. That was it. The season started. I hit a raid. Bada bing, bada boom. Ever since that day, we have not been able to get back up to 200. My best spot in the US was hitting, I think, 207 or 209. Now, I'm slowing this down right here, showing you guys this is a base design that I haven't seen yet up here in Legends League. Now, all those walls are off to the right-hand side, so he's clearly hasn't set up his Town Hall 11 base yet, but that doesn't matter because everything that I'm seeing up here is just nothing but air defenses. All the air defenses are inside. All the clan castles are dragons and baby dragons and wizards and all these things that are going to take down my balloon super fast. All the traps have been the flying traps. So if you are pushing Legends League and you are watching this channel, might be time to think about changing up to a bowler raid if you want to push really, really high. Now, I am still trying to do my heroes, so I got to get as much dark loot as I can, dark elixir rather. So I'm going to still use my loons and do my best, but I'm not sure, man, because I really got to get in here and get into that top 200. So it might be Bowler City for this guy for the next couple days. Maybe it'll be interesting for you guys to see some of these bowler raids. Look at the way that we had to push our heroes into the middle here in order to get down this clan castle. The minions are helping out oh so well, but they are getting shot by pretty much just that one air defense. The Expo and everything else has been preoccupied. Queen will take down that eagle cannon just for some extra percentages and some extra loot on the outside from the minions. Those two get smashed, which is actually kind of annoying because they probably would have moved up and got a little bit more of that elixir. But nonetheless, with the bonus, still $1 million hit. We are going to pack up probably about 5,400 dark elixir, something along those lines, when the bonus is come set in to play. And that's pretty much the Legends League in a nutshell. I'm like totally losing my train of thought. And there is the choke artist, minus 21 trophies on a 40% blunder. Maybe we'll have to show some of these nightmarish Legend League raids in a video together. I believe somebody put out a video with it was like the tiers of the Legend League, and it's about coming up at that 49%. And oh my goodness, let me tell you, it is a nightmare. This base you're gonna see right here has a lot of the new Town Hall 11 defenses. I believe four out of the 5 wizard towers are brand new. Everything is pointed to air. You're going to stack up best as possible to make sure that your minions get on the inside, and you want to leave more balloons in the middle of your wave than anywhere else. I'm going to go ahead and clone that right hand side just to help out because that dragon was over there. Who knows? Maybe I should have did the bottom and held on to that warden ability a little bit longer, and it probably would have cleared that whole bottom left-hand side out a lot better. But I went for the top right because I wanted to come and get me some of that dark elixir, and that's exactly what we did. Using the king, using the queen. The wall breakers, I haven't really been doing well with my wall breakers per se. Getting them, punching them on the inside. Look at these two little minions just chomping away at the town hall doing work. The goal in the air raid is to make sure you get down that eagle cannon. If you get down the eagle cannon, you can usually float 4 to 50% if things get dicey. Now, Queen gets smart here and goes back inside. Takes out that dark elixir. That minion has plenty of time. I think there's 2 of them down there just pooping and peeing on top of that building, breaking it down, giving us that 2-star love. letting us push. So it was interesting because we lost 21 trophies and we hit back-to-back teen raids, and I was super pumped about that, man. Stacking up 16, 17 trophies back-to-back put us right back in the game. I mean, sometimes I'll search for 2-3 hours and I'll get 3 2-star raids. That's 6 stars. So to come back and to be able to lock up these 2 quick raids, get me right back in the mix. But we end up getting kicked off because of our personal break and getting moved right back down. Super cool thing happened though. We had 47 minutes left. Usually when I don't have a ton of time left, I get real nervous that I'm not going to be able to find another raid, but we actually do come up with another raid. Not as quick as what you guys saw. That's a little bit of post-edit magic, but we did about 22 minutes, I think the wait was, left for us when we had to go on personal break and get smashed by the world. Still don't understand why all my base is constantly worth 30 trophies, yet I'm never seeing any trophies. The middle of this base is going to be very difficult. Look at all those expos. Look at that eagle cannon. But the good thing about these raids on the spread out bases is you can time your loons and your spells a lot easier. When the bases are packed in, you have to be really rapid fire with your spells, and you have to be willing and ready to drop it all on the line in a moment's notice to make sure you get that 2-star. But like I said, look at all the dragons in the clan castle. Nothing but dragons, nothing but baby dragons. Everything is set to air. Now this would kind of be a complicated base to go after with a different army type. I would probably do something with bowler and maybe even try and quake one of those corners and try to funnel those boulders in. If that happened, you might actually walk through this base, but that's a long shot. A lot of times you got a bowler around the outsides or valkyrie on the outsides and then send in one of your miners. Look at this huge horde of minions taking down that town hall. They were able to punch inside. I tend to miss the 2-star when the minions don't get the town hall. Every once in a while I can use my heroes, float them on the inside, smash out that town hall, smash out that 50%, and pray that we get a bunch of trophies. But you know, the Legends League push is definitely a little crazy. It gets a little wild. You're floating around the clouds forever, but it's like, I don't even know how you'd kind of describe it, because sometimes you're pressing next so many times, like over and over and over and over, nexting when you're grinding as a 9 and a 10, and this is just kind of a different vibe. Like, you just hit search and kind of wait and see what happens. Maybe turn your volume up. You know, luckily I have it on my air server so I can see it on the TV and I run across the room and make sure that I got a good raid. But you know, it's just a little bit different. I have that Town Hall 8 that we've been playing, and we've been pushing a little bit. I got the minions done, and I got my king up to an 8, so we're looking at being able to push into a Town Hall 9 rather soon. Now, this will be that last raid that I grab before we go on personal break. The loot looks pretty ugly. It's not the prettiest. I definitely wish that we were able to get some more elixir, but doesn't really matter because we're kind of stacking up on our loot anyway. Now, these defenses are not the fully maxed out wizard towers, so whenever I see a base that doesn't have a whole bunch of maxed out defenses, I know that we have a really good chance of taking the base down, if not guaranteeing a 2-star, but maybe even 3-star, and we do come up with 3 stars from time to time with this raid. Now, the Eagle Cannon is about to get engaged. I hit the Warden ability a little early. I wasn't thrilled as to when I hit it. It still was able to get smashed by that rocket. We're going to use the freeze spell on the back half and be able to clone our balloons on that left-hand side Inferno Tower, and I thought that worked out pretty well. We did run into a little bit of a problem with the air sweepers pushing the balloons around, and it comes up pretty short on this raid. I really did think we were going to get a lot further through this raid, maybe even get that 3-star if I got my heroes down in a good spot to take out that air defense or even the bottom air defense. But you know, what you gonna do, man? When you're only raiding once every 40 minutes and you're like so worried about hitting the base, you tend to hit it kind of bad. Now, on the flip side, very good practice for war. Such good practice for war. Pushing as high as you can in trophies. So don't be afraid to push up in trophies. It is very good practice, And though the rage is real when you lose, you gotta have fun with it, man. You gotta like pound the desk or kick a wall or just get your aggression out really easily. Maybe scream at the top of your lungs at your little brother. No, none of this advice. Don't take any of it. Just have fun. Win or lose, love the game, have fun with it, don't get crazy, but we are going to push the Legends League as hard as we can, at least for this month. I want to see how high we can get. I want to stack up as many Legends trophies as I can. I will always do my best to upgrade my heroes, and with the Loon Army, I was able to keep pushing this high and had my king down for a week, which I thought was like really interesting that I was able to push so high. When I used a balloon army, when I used a bowler army, forget about it. You cannot push that high without having a hero, and that made me gem a couple of my hero upgrades, which I was a little upset about because I'm really trying to remain as a free-to-play player, man. I've been pushing this game for a long time and been looting like crazy, so I'm trying to reap the benefits of being up top and having the stronger troops and having the other heroes to be able to compensate for one being down. So we are actually going to jump into making our wizard towers look beautiful in white because those new ones are so awesome, man. I really like the white on the top. I'm not just saying that to pump the game up either. Like, I really thoroughly think that those wizard towers are probably one of the coolest defenses. I never really looked too much at them and like actually saw the tops that they're turning completely into like a pillar and it's coming out of that like crystal look. I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. You guys let me know. Throw a thumbs up in the bottom if you enjoyed the video, peeps, and always sub up. Lord Beardo out.